Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. How are you all? Welcome. My name is Stephanie and I am coming to you live from Pennsylvania. Sorry, I hesitated there for a second because I wasn't sure if I was connected. So for those of you watching the replay, here's your replay high five. Make sure I get my high five back. For those of you tuning in live, say hello and don't be a stalker. Hey Barry, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. How have you been? It's been a while. So let me ask you, do you have what it takes? Do you have these two traits that you're going to need to achieve your dreams? So stick around. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And for those of you tuning in, first of all, can you hear me okay? Am I glitching at all? Do I have sound? I just want to take care of some housekeeping here and let me know if you can hear me okay. And let me know where you're tuning in from. How are you, sweetie? How's it going? So I heard some great tips this morning that I wanted to share with you. These two traits that are so imperative for success. Whatever your goal is, whatever your dreams are, these two traits, these two qualities of success, you're going to need. For no matter what your goal is, too big or too small, this is something that you're going to need. And so I'm going to share that with you. Hey, Colleen, how are you? What's the weather like where you guys are? It's not too bad today, but we're going to be getting some super hot weather towards the end of the week, like 95 degrees. Definitely need to get in the pool or the lake or something like that. How are you, Colleen? Welcome. So this is going to be short and sweet this afternoon, but I wanted to share this with you. I think a lot of you might even know this already, but we need this reminder. What do you think it is? If you have an idea, let me know. What do you think these two important traits are that you're going to have for success? And if you don't have them, you're going to be struggling. We're all going to be struggling. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me make sure my connection is good. Excuse me 1 second. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Can't believe this is the last week of June. This is ridiculous, isn't it? How fast time is going and June is almost over. So let's just hop to it. There's two main qualities that all successful people have, and you pretty much need it. You're going to need it. Let's remind ourselves of what that is. Number one is you need to have your never-ending commitment to constant improvement. These are the two common traits that all successful people have. One is this commitment to improvement. You have to be continually renewing yourself. What's next? Steve Jobs used to say all the time, there's got to be a better way. What are the one or two things that you're working on right now for improving your life? Whether it's a certain goal that you have, that you're going for, a dream, something, you need to have constantly be moving forward and having that commitment to constant improvement. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how big or how little. Hey, Lori, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Colleen. I think I said hi to you already, but just in case I didn't. You need to have that never-ending commitment to constantly getting better, whether it's the books you read, a new class you want to study, training, a coach, that journey, that never-ending quest for improvement. And you know what else I love about it? It kind of keeps you young. It kind of keeps you young because if you're not improving, then you're already falling behind. And I love the idea that you can constantly be growing and improving, learning. You're never too old to learn something new, never too old to improve. It's never too late. And I feel sorry for those who feel like they've already arrived. I don't know about you. I never want to arrive. I always want to feel like there's something I can improve on. It's what keeps you young. I mean, for those of you who know me, my goal is always to empower you to become your best you. Well, how are you going to keep becoming? I love that word becoming because it means it's an action word. I don't arrive. You're going to constantly be growing, moving, improving, learning. And so that's one huge trait. Hey, Brandy, how are you? Can you guys hear me okay? I don't see any comments, so if I'm missing them, I apologize. They're just not coming up. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Don't be a stalker. Say hello. Hey, Cindy, how are you? So that's number one. You want to have that never-ending commitment to constant improvement. So I want you to challenge yourself and ask yourself today, What area in your life are you working on right now? Any 2 to 3 areas? Do you have even one? What area are you working on right now for improvement? That feeling of being stagnant, that's just, even that word sounds stagnant. You know, I think of like a mucky pond where the water's just stagnant. It's laying there. It's not moving. It's collecting algae, nasty growth of things growing in it, I should say. There's no more growth anymore compared to a river that's moving and it's fresh and always changing, and it's never the same from one moment to the next. How would you rather be? Want to be like a stagnant pond, or do you want to be like a flowing river, constantly moving, constantly learning? It's what's going to keep you young. What are you reading right now? What are you listening to right now? What area are you working for? That commitment. So that's the number one. That's one of the qualities, that constant commitment to learning and to growing. So if you have something that you're working on right now, let us know. We can all cheer each other on. And what are you doing to improve? Do you like to read? Do you like to watch YouTube videos? What is it that you do to constantly feel like you're growing and improving? So that was number one. And then number two is your sense of resolve. This one's huge. So now you're learning and growing. But if you don't have that belief and commitment, and I love that word resolve, the resolve means you're going to do it no matter what. You're going to do it no matter how long it takes. Who cares if it takes 1 year? Who cares if it takes 5 years? Who cares if it takes 10 years? Hey, Colleen. Hey, Jeff. How are you? Hey, Jane. Thanks for joining. Jane, I forget where you're from. So think about it. That word resolve, whatever it is that you want to improve on, or whatever goal you're going after, do you really have 100% commitment? Are you really resolved in being all in? Did you cannonball in, or are you still dipping your little pinky toe in the water? Because if you don't have that 100% resolve, you're going to let all the different winds of life blow you off course. You're going to let your circumstances blow you off course. Hey, Jeff, thanks for joining. So are you relentless about your dream? Do you have that resolve and commitment no matter what? Is it big enough, and does it mean enough to you that you don't care if it takes 1 year, you don't care if it takes 10 years, the time's going to pass anyway? Would you rather look back and say, oh well, or would you rather look back and say, at least I tried, or look how far I've come? Your time's going to pass anyway. But that resolve, especially if, you know, whether we're talking your health, whether we're talking business, you want to do a new venture, whether it's income that you want to improve on, maybe it's relationships you want to improve on, who cares how long it takes? Are you making improvements? You're going to be working hard in this life anyway. So why, and you're working too hard to not go towards your dreams and be great about it anyway. So make that decision. Do you have that resolve? Are you relentless? These are the words. Hey, Ellen, how are you? How are things in Barcelona? I swear I'm going to come out and visit you one of these days. I definitely want to go out there. But is this making sense, guys? What good is it if you don't have the commitment or the resolve? Is it big enough to you? And I just wanted to remind you of that. Those are the two most popular traits of people who are the most successful in this world. The ones who've had the most success, the ones that you know about, the Steve Jobs. They were number one, dedicated to constant improvement. Be that rolling stone. Don't slow down and gather that moss and just wither and be stagnant. Be constantly growing, constantly improving, even if it's just that little 1% tweak that you're making over time. Those results, those little bits and changes are going to compound anyway. And we talk about this a lot, but we need these constant reminders too, because it's so easy to fall back into the grind, especially when other stuff's going on in our life and it's transition time and different seasons. Like right now, it's summertime. If you're a parent and your kids are home, it might be a little bit harder to keep that vision in front of you because there's distractions. One of the things I'm working on, for example, is chunking my time. And I think women are worse at this than men. We multitask. And sometimes I think we pride ourselves on how much we can multitask. How many plates can we spin at one time? And it's almost like we're proud of it. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way. If you feel that way too, let me know. But you know what I'm talking about? And then I want to know why I'm feeling so overwhelmed. Why am I feeling like I have too much on my plate and I'm scattered, because as soon as I build momentum and I'm focusing on something, I'm getting interrupted. So now I schedule it. Just do that one task, turn off all notifications, and I set a timer. And I don't think about anything else except that one task until that timer goes off. And it's helped so much. I'm not there yet 100%, but there's an example of an improvement I'm working on. And I'm constantly reading new books, watching new video channels, whatever it is. So remember that. Number one, constant improvement. Are you committed to that? And number two, don't forget to be all in. Do you have that resolve? Remember these words. Did you make the decision? Are you resolved? Are you all in? No matter what. And the time's going to pass anyway. So don't give up on that. So I just wanted to share that with you. And one last thing I'm going to be talking about later this week. I want you to think about something for the later lives we're going to do this week when we chat. What one word do you want people to think of when they think of you? When someone thinks of you, how do you want to be remembered? Just one word. And I posted that last week. And thank you for those who gave me some feedback, because I wanted to see what is the one word you think about when you think of me. And I was looking for the word encouragement. That's how I want to be remembered as. That's how I want to be thought of, an encourager to help anybody become their best. And I got some great feedback. Thank you guys so much. I got inspiring. I got driven. It was really close. And that helps me stay on track to, am I doing what my mission is, what my purpose is? And so we're going to be talking later on this week more about what is your one word? How do you want to be branded? How do you want to be remembered? So I want to encourage you to think about that. For those of you watching the replay, think about that, because we're going to be talking about that later in the week. How do you want to be remembered? Think of your funeral, and people are at your funeral. How do you want to be remembered? But this is the hard part. You have to boil it down to just one word. Hey, Stephanie, how are you, honey? Thanks for joining. So I hope that helped. Remember to keep that commitment to always improving, and keep that resolve that you're not going to give up no matter what. Those are the two main features of successful people for you achieving your goals, achieving your dreams, whatever it is you want in life, and how you want to improve. So I hope that helped. Let me know below what your one word is, and I'll talk to you guys soon later in the week. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.